crazy thing to say. This is wild. This is an absolutely wild thing to say, especially when Florida State had the year they had last year, especially when Tommy Castellanos got benched last year at Boston College. Yes, Saban's not there. It doesn't matter. It's still Bama. It's still a top 10 defense.
Y'all get to go put hands on this man. Y'all get to baptize this man. You get to tell him what it's like to be baptized in the tide, in the blood. If you know what I mean here, we're going to help this man go see Jesus about himself and about some of the things that he has made. We're going to ask him, hey, are you happy with the choices that you decided to make, particularly on June 23rd?
What the business is, what the business is. Good morning. I'm here. Yep. I'm here. Roll Tide. Happy Friday free for all here with Piano Man here on the morning run, long run. I've had an eventful, well, a slightly eventful morning, but it's all good. It's all good here in the hood. I made it. Dwight, stop before I fire you. Before I fire you. I have not had my water. I have not had my cereal. Good morning, Kimberly, Roll Tide. Good morning, Latoya, Roll Tide. Good morning, Dwight, Roll Tide. Big dog gotta eat. That's the GB. Oh, what's up, man? Good morning. Good morning. Steven, good morning. Good morning. Roll Tide to you, Steven. Yeah. Good morning, all 9 of y'all up in here. DSGB84, good morning. Yeah, that's the big dog representing them dogs out of Athens. What's up, man? What the business is? How's everybody doing this morning? Yeah. It's good to see everybody. It's good to see everybody. Yeah. How's everybody doing? What's up, Clinton Howard? Roll Tide to you, brother. Good to see you. Roll Tide. Man, I'm a little bit I'm not gonna say I'm winded. I just kind of have a slight headache. But just one of those days, having a hard time getting rid of this cold, just the sniffles a little bit and everything, but just having a hard time getting rid of that. Yeah, I saw that, Kimberly. I saw that foolishness. I saw the Ravens beat the Colts in the first preseason win. I saw that. Ravens look pretty good. Dwight, yeah, I keep fooling with you. You keep jiving around, you might have the sugars one of these days. All right. Yeah. Tell Coach Roan, y'all will make. I'm gonna tell Coach Roan, y'all were making fun of him, but I got that party started. Because Coach Roan did say that though. He said, when do you know I got the sugar? Like, you got the what? I got the sugars. And so here I am now, all these years later. I got the sugar now. I got to do better, man. I got to do better. Yeah, I'm trying to do better. What's on your mind this morning, everybody? Steven, where you at, man? Because my glasses aren't doing right at all this morning. I'm cleaning them. I guess I better go get me some of that. Miro did get playing time, and listen to all the folks, to all the folks who are quote unquote I'm gonna call them the Miro haters. Yeah, he threw for 61 yards. But guess what? It's preseason, okay, and he played. He played basically the whole second half. You see what I'm saying? Game ended at a tie. So, it is what it is. And so we thankful for his time that was here. He won more games than he lost. And that's what I was going to say. When a player wins more than they lose, they're not a loser. Okay, just because they didn't win a championship, guess what? Bryce Young won the Heisman Trophy, but did not, as a starter, he did not win a natty. As a starter, Tua Tagovailoa, Tua did not win a natty as a starter, and he was considered by some the greatest of the tied quarterbacks. Quite a few of them that did not win as a starter. So, but that don't make them losers, all right? Some teams were just better that year. Some teams, and you can't take nothing away from that. Oh yeah, you can always say that, Steven. That's always welcome. You can always welcome to say that at any time. At any time. What's up, Brock? Yep, me too. I'm about to give me some too. Yeah, yeah, he was decent. I mean, but all I'm saying to White is people just putting him down as if he's nothing. Shucks. Who played last night? Ashton Genty. All right, let's just say that Ashton Genty, Heisman Trophy runner-up, right? Look what Seattle did to him. I mean, but nobody's putting him down. So I mean, like, come on now. If he was decent, he was good, got the job done. People don't like people don't like to give people credit. That's all I'm trying to get at. Man, the dude is in the league, man. Let the man live. Let the man eat. Furthermore, he ain't got nothing to do with Alabama no more, right? So let's see what our guys gonna do. It's time to shift the tide now, because I'm gonna tell you this. I'm still gonna say this until the game is over. I still believe Alabama's going to win, but I'm telling you now, Florida State gonna throw everything at us because they got something they want to prove. They've got something that they want to prove. So I mean, like, come on, so roll tide. That's right, Brock. Roll tide. I hear you. Roll tide. So we got to get our focuses right. Let the pros do their thing, and let the tide begin to do theirs. So as of this moment forward, Kimberly, I think you missed. Well, yeah, that's true too. It's just these sinuses, sis. It's just these sinuses. Double L up in here. There he is. What's up, Double L? Double L. Mm-hmm. That's right. But yeah, Herndon Hooker playing tonight for the Lions. Shedeur Sanders is playing tonight for the Browns. I forgot who else is playing and everything. So it's going to be a night of some nice football. And so let's give these guys a chance. I'm going to watch them. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you now on tonight, we have them keeping it a buck. KB will not be on tonight. Bryce Young is playing against the Browns. Shedeur Sanders at Carolina. And KB is going to the game. Well-deserved to go and everything. So now if y'all want to come on tonight, we can. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to come on a little early so I can watch the game. The earlier we come on, we get off, I want to watch Carolina and Cleveland play myself. So if everybody wants to come on, we can. If not, we can wait till KB comes back. You know how I do it. But I think I might come on a little earlier tonight. And somebody needs to tell me what time does Cleveland and Carolina play tonight. Then we're gonna hop into some Alabama stuff. Okay, Kimberly already talking about that thing with the Ravens and the Cowboys. I'm pulling for the Ravens in that game. I do not like the Cowboys. I know Tyler Book over there and everything, and but a man, what's really going on here? A man has his limits, and I can't go with them Cowboys, man. I'm sorry. I just can't go with them. Well, Kimberly, that's how I feel about Ravens. They suck too. But But I'm gonna watch them tonight. I want to watch Bryce on Carolina, and I want to watch Shador and them with Cleveland. I'm gonna watch them. I'm supporting. I'm gonna support, and because I like football like that. Certain teams I just don't like. I don't like them Cowboys at all, and I don't like them Ravens either. You know what? I'm gonna tell you why the reason I don't like the Ravens, because you got to remember the Ravens actually are the Browns from the old back in the day. Okay, the Browns, when Cleveland up and moved, they moved to Baltimore, and they became the Ravens. And for the longest time, Cleveland did not have a team. That's how that went. And so, and when I lived in West Virginia and everything, the Browns were one of the hottest teams that you would want to be associated with. But then here's the catch to that. But before you had the Baltimore Ravens, you had the Baltimore, wait for it, you had the Baltimore Colts. The Colts up and moved to Indianapolis in the middle of the night. It was just one of those things. I'm just talking history there, Dwight. I've never claimed the Browns. I did like a few players off of the Browns from back in the Gap. Now, back when I was coming along, had Leroy Kelly, Bo Scott, Webster Slaughter, Brian Sight, back in the day. Then when you came on up a little bit, you had Bernie Kosar, you had Michael Jackson, you had Hanford Dixon. All those guys came out of USM here in Hattiesburg. And so that's when I began to keep up with the Browns. Now, I didn't say I pulled for them, but where I fell out with the Browns is that they never could beat the Denver Broncos. They couldn't stop John Elway. I ain't never liked I ain't like Elway either. Nah. Every time Elway and them went to the Super Bowl, I always pulled against them. When they finally won one, I got sick. I really did. Hey, what's up, Zach? Good morning. Roll Tide. I think I'm gonna need some glass cleaners. Shoot. Hey, Dwight, I think my glasses got the sugars. I think my glasses got the sugars this morning. I'm just saying, man. I'm being honest with you. But Kimberly, my team, don't forget me now, my team is the Steelers. My team is Pittsburgh Steelers in the NFL. Good morning, OG Gill. Roll Tide to you, brother. Roll Tide. So I'll make up my mind here in a minute. I will make up my mind here in a minute about what we're going to do this evening and everything. And so you see your mama got sense, Kimberly. See, listen to your mama now. Listen to your mama. That's right. Dwight said he became a Raven around 99. Yeah, that was a good year for him. That was a pretty good year. But y'all feeling all right this morning? 5-star. What's up, Van? Good morning. Y'all, and for anybody that wants to maybe appear in the chat, appear this morning. What's up, Bino? The GM is here. The producer's him. Yeah. Good morning, part of the 401k crew. Steelers are pretty good. We're going to be okay. We're going to be fine. Steelers are going to shock some people this year. I'm telling you now. Steelers are going to be okay. Just got to get back to sound football, and everything. Just got to get back to it. Y'all, I'm cleaning these glasses like I'm cleaning a glass. I think I'm just going to need some, I guess I'm going to have to go without them this morning. But I just can't get them. I can't get them. Can't get those smudges off for some reason or another. So y'all just have to bear with me. And I'm just going to have to bear with this light. So anyway, but it's going to be an amazing day. Let's see what we got here. Now, yeah, that's what I'm waiting on. Let me go to my alerts. Well, now, there's been a lot of talk, so let's get on with the Tide. Yeah, oh yeah, Steven, I still love them. I hope the Saints are better this year. Keep hope alive, Zach. Keep hope alive, sir. Keep hope alive. All right. Good morning, all 18 of y'all in the chat. Oh yeah, and to all of you that are on X, on Twitter, good morning to you. For those of you that are listening, looking, and lurking, good morning to you and Roll Tide, or whomever your team may be. If we're still at 291 subscribers there on YouTube, hey, come on, come join us. I need, like I said, I need 9 more people to make it 300. I would love to be 300 before the season starts, but it's not. It's all good. I just keep plugging right along and keep doing what I do, and everything. But and those are on TikTok, 1,000 and something. What up with you? What up with you? You know, so y'all help get me there, and I will appreciate it. Yeah, me too, Brock. Brock, I am in total agreement. But Brock, let's be realistic. Let me put this in there. Today is Free for All Friday. I don't have a script today. I haven't had a script really all week, except for maybe 1 or 2 days. I really hadn't had a script all week like that, but we were more or less shooting from the hip. And today we're going to shoot from the hip again. But Brock says, I really hope Ryan Grubb stays at Bama a few years. I like the way he coaches our boys up. I do too. Remember this, Brock, and that's this. Nick Saban tried to get him. He didn't come because he was committed to Kalen DeBoer, which is a cool thing. Loyalty goes a long way. Loyalty goes a long way. And loyalty is also a lost art when it comes down to partnerships of this caliber. Now, I'm not talking about loyalty as it relates to a player. I'm talking about coaches and this, that, and the third. In this particular case, they're a pretty good they're a pretty good tandem. What's up, Gary? Good morning. Roll Tide. Roll Tide. Gary got my little nephew saying Roll Tide. That's right. Raise them right, Gary. Raise them right. That's what I'm talking about. Raise them right. But I hope he stays too. But the sad and the harsh reality, though, Brock, is that most coaches of that caliber, at some point or another, desires their own team. Just like when a man is in a house and he desires his own house, his own car, his own whatever. It's the same with coaching. Most of them desire to be the head coach somewhere at whatever level. It really doesn't matter. But the more upper level it is, the better. And we know how all of those perks and everything work. Ryan Grubb is no different. Ryan Grubb got this, and when they had the chance to get Ryan Grubb last year and everything, he was there for about 10, 15 minutes, and then Seattle Seahawks came calling, and he went there. Now, I'm going to be the first to say something here, and please don't get angry with me for what I'm about to say, but this is just Piano Man's opinion. I don't really blame him. The NFL is the pinnacle for coaching jobs. It really is. It's the pinnacle, but everybody's not cut out for it. I'm not going to say Ryan Grubb is not cut out for the NFL. Ryan Grubb may not have been cut out for Seattle. May not have been. Then when things did not open back up for him in that particular venue and everything, then he came to Bama. Okay? So it wasn't just per se written in the cards for him to come to Bama like that. I don't even take it like that. I take it that, it did not work for him in Seattle. Nothing else came open like that, to my knowledge, for him to take in the NFL. So Bama was open, and they finagled and did what they had to do, and and now we have Ryan Grubb as our offensive coordinator, which I believe is going to make life easier. Now, will the task at hand be easy? No, because Alabama's in a different place now. Alabama has been hunted, and this, that, and the third, and Alabama is still the hunted, but also Alabama is the hunter now. Got to think along those lines. So I also think that I wish that he would stay a few years, but the reality of it all, though, Brock, I don't know. Alabama fools around, wins a natty SEC chip, a natty this year. Watch and see how our coaching staff gets picked on. They use a word called poached. And they're willing to poach Bama's coaching staff again. And we're going to go through that cycle again. We'll go through that cycle again where we win. Here, they come for our coaches. Oh, gosh. I believe that the play calling this time, Brock, will be like the difference in daylight and dark. It's gonna be that on that wise. The experience that Grubb has, the experience of play calling, that's where the difference will come in. His experience. Nick Sheridan was not a known play caller. Everybody already knew that. He was getting his feet wet. And when mind you again, when Grubb came and everything, that was his job. That was going to be his job. When he left, it was Sheridan. Okay? It was Sheridan. And you know what? I'm going to say, under the circumstances, this is just Piano Man's opinion, argue with whatever. Sheridan did the best he could with what he had under the circumstances. But now you don't have those circumstances. The situation is different. The circumstance is different. And so now we boom, pow. Good morning, Anitra. Good morning. So that's where the difference is going to come in. Now, I want to start something that Dwight said. I'm going to come back to that. And I want to go back to something that Anitra said right here and put that up right now. I do believe Grubb will play vanilla offense until we play Georgia. You heard it from me. I agree with that. Anitra, yes. I think there will be some specifics in that Florida State game. I'm going back to what I said, and I hope you don't mind me standing with you right here. I believe that it's going to depend on, in that Florida State game, Anitra, how Florida State approaches whomever's playing quarterback. I've said before that I'm of the firm persuasion that they're going to load 6-7 in the box, and they're going to bring them. They're going to bring it, especially if it's if lining up in shotgun or whatever. Now, if we go up under center, that just simply means that O-line is fitting to get a workout, because we're going to run that football. That O-line going to get a workout one way or the other. The O-line going to get a workout. But I believe there are going to be some specifics that are going to be addressed in the Florida State game. Think about it. And I'm with you, Anitra, but I'm going to give you something else to think about with your argument. You got Ryan Williams, Isaiah Horton, Jerm, Josh Quavers. You're going to have Jalen Hale, hopefully LaSierre Brooks, Mbakwe. You're gonna have too many Derek Meadows. You're gonna have too many guys that they're gonna be able to bring in. That's the specifics I'm talking about. Plus, I also think that somewhere along the line, here we go. Nah, I better not say that. Because that's gonna upset some folks. That's gonna upset some folks. What I'm about to say, or what I want to say right here, is gonna upset some folks. I'm gonna say it anyway. Be ready for action in the backfield concerning passes. I believe that that's gonna keep those cats from Florida State off balance. Now, vanilla offense, yeah. Oh no, I ain't say. Hold up, I ain't say that, Dwight. I ain't say that. Now, they gonna keep Florida State off balance. They gonna throw some specifics in there, but it's gonna be vanilla to a certain degree, but yet specific. But it's gonna be very specific enough that it's gonna beat Florida State. It's gonna beat Florida State. I'm telling you, it's gonna beat Florida State. He gonna pull some of the guns out, but not all of them. So you're right. But when we play Georgia, you're gonna put it all. It'll put it all together. It'll put it all together. But I'm telling you that Florida State game is going to be a little bit more intense than what we're thinking, because I'm going back to what I've been saying all along. Florida State has something that they want to prove. Castellanos has run his mouth and this, that, and the third. So you're going to have, it's going to be Gus Malzahn, Ryan Grubb, Kane Womack, and whomever. I forgot his last name. His last name is White, I think. All that good stuff. It's going to be a good battle. It's going to be a good battle. But I believe that Bama's weapons, the weapons that Bama have, this go rip, is going to be the main difference of what wins the game. And so whomever said it, that it'll be close, might be a little close early. Tim White, I think that's the defensive coordinator's name. That's where the rubber's gonna meet the road. And whomever, I'm gonna go on and say it. I believe Bama gonna put them away first half. I believe from an offensive point of view, I've said all along that I believe that our defense, excuse me, that I believe that our defense is going to carry us and set us up. I've already said, don't be surprised, folks, if we get a couple of pick sixes in this game, because I believe we're gonna make Castellanos make some mistakes in there, and boom, pow, somebody's gonna take it on back to the house. Make him force some throws that he's not wanting to take, because he's not gonna want to take the sack. So don't be surprised if we get a pick six early in the game. That's just Piano Man's theory. What's up, Huggy? Mr. Auburn himself. What's up? So I'm just saying. So I'm with you, Anitra. I believe that Alabama can get this big lead on them. Then it'll go pretty vanilla from there, because now it's going to be all about just shutting them down. Boom, imposing your will. Imposing your will. I still want to hang 60 on them boys, simply because they chirping and a lurping. That's what I believe. I'm old school. You run your mouth, you're going to get it where you get it. Okay. Something Dwight said, I got to go back to. Yeah. Offensive, yeah. Exactly. I didn't insinuate that, but I've told y'all where I think he's going to go. I told y'all what I think is going to happen. I'm just telling you now, and for that particular school's sake, they better hope they have a good year this year, because I believe that's where it's at. I'm just saying. So I'm not just saying he's going to leave to go anywhere. No, that's not what I'm saying. But I've already told y'all what I think is going to happen. And then who knows how the year goes. Well, it's strange thing. This is going to be a strange football year. I really believe it. It's going to be a strange football year. But it ain't going to be strange when Alabama come to Tallahassee on August the 30th. It ain't going to be strange. And then, and y'all, I don't mean to look ahead. Y'all know me. I've told y'all from the jump street that this game bothers me. It bothers me. It's going to bother me until after we play it and we win. It's going to bother me. One game at a time. But I'm going to tell y'all this. I've already sent it to Dwight. Just told him to kind of hold it for a minute. But we've had another sighting. And somebody else is running their mouth again. Okay? I'm just going to leave it right there. And then when that time comes, I'll play that clip. Yeah, in the words of Coach Prime, we keeping receipts. We keeping receipts. We keeping receipts. And I've already let some of the folks on Twitter know that that when I'm gonna go on and say it, when Vandy Week comes up, remember that clip. Remember that clip. Come join us right over here. Come join us right over here on the long run with Piano Man. When Vandy Week comes, I've already told folks, come join us right on over here. If you don't want to join us for Florida State Week, you don't have to. But for Vandy Week, come on, because just remember that clip. Dwight, when the time comes, Dwight already knows what to do, when to do it. We already know. Because I'm finna tell you now, it's going to be on like folks. I'm telling you now, because I just believe that if you're going to talk it, you got to be able to walk it. You got to be able to walk it. You know, it's one thing for you to talk your game, but it's another thing for you to game your game and be the game. See, this ain't last year, but it goes back to like what Coach Sean said, and I have to echo it. See, when a team beats you of that caliber, beats you, they don't fear you and they don't respect you. Now you got to take your respect back. You got to take your respect back. So it's time to get our respect back. But it's going to start on August the 30th because the disrespect must be addressed, okay? But we want to address it on the field. That's all I'm saying. We're going to address it it's got to be addressed on the field. So good morning, Double A. Yeah, it's going to be on and popping, Anitra. I'm just saying. It's going to be on and popping around here in just a few days. Oh, yeah, come on, Huggy. Yeah, I understand. Because it's time. Oh, woo, child. I feel like the lady on Popeye's chicken. Woo, child. Look, it's time to shut that rascal up. But we got business first on August the 30th. You got to keep up, Dwight. You younger than me, sir. You younger than me. You got the sugars. Dwight, you see, I knew I'd get you back at some point. Yeah, I sent you one this morning. Let me see. Hold up. Y'all hold up. The producer. Yeah. I sent it to you this morning. Okay. That's all. That was it. Yeah, that's the one. But that's the one I just said. We're going to hold that till Vandy Week. Kimberly, leave me alone now. Leave me alone. Go on, hush your mouth. Hush your mouth. Actually, it's 4:34 in the morning, Dwight. It was 4:34. Hey, I'll be looking at the back of your, and I understand, but I have a bad sleep pattern. What's up, Michelle? Roll Tide, Steeler Nation. That's my girl right there, y'all. That's it. That's it. You all right with me? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. How you doing, Michelle? Good morning. Roll Tide. Go Steelers. Yeah. But yes, and you're right, Dwight. Now back to what we were talking about here in the chat. Offensive defensive coordinator, don't just leave Alabama for no cupcake school, and any of the assistant coaches either. When you're at Alabama, deep calls unto deep. That's what happens here. Okay, so I'm just saying. So you're right. You're exactly right, bro. So, but I wasn't insinuating that Grubb would leave for anywhere, because I told y'all, even on when I with the sharpshooter with B Sharp and with Coach Sean, I told y'all where I think Ryan Grubb will eventually end up. Because I don't think that this particular team here in America, somewhere on the West Coast, is going to fare well under a particular coach. I'm just gonna leave it like that. I don't see it happening. I don't, There's the governor. Now, governor, good morning first, but now, governor, no shenanigans like you did yesterday. See, no shenanigans. No shenanigans. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna be good with Grubb. I think we'll be good with Grubb for this year. I believe we'll be good with Grubb, but I'm gonna tell you like this, Dwight. Hear me out when I say this, because I said this on somebody's show. Matter of fact, I said it on this one, talking to Jacob. When we be having Big Ten Tuesday, I told him, and I will say it again, I don't care. I'm trying to get it, because I don't want to fool around and let it slip. I'm trying to walk right, y'all. I don't care what's being said at Oregon. You can bring all those players out there, but sooner or later, Dwight, sooner or later, Oregon is going to want a return on everything that they've been investing. They're not going to just keep coming up short, and think that this is going to be okay. No. They're going to want a return on the investment. Sooner or later, Dan Lanning is going to be on the hot seat. That seat going to start getting hot if he don't start bringing in a championship. All right, Huggy. Good to see you, brother. Stay sane in this matter. Stay sane, man. And see, but no, I'm talking business, Stephen. I'm being honest with you. They're gonna want a return on the investment, Dwight. They're gonna want a return on the investment. What's up, Ephraim? I'm just being honest with you. And sooner or later, if Oregon don't bring in a championship of some sort, the burner on the seat of the Oregon football team is gonna get warm. Time gonna keep on. Let me prove it to you. Think about what happened at Ohio State. Do you really think that Ryan Day, you really think Ryan Day wasn't on the hot seat this past year? He was. Listen. They lost to Michigan. You don't lose to Michigan. Not that many years in a row. You don't lose to Michigan that many years in a row, and then don't bring in no natty. Yeah, or Ohio State was getting ready to make a move, and they gave him one last chance. That was it. And so they made the most of the chance. Now they know good and well that now I'm gonna be, what Jermaine say. That's all I'm saying. You prove my point, Jermaine. Thank you. They've been winning for years, but no natty at all. None. All right. Let me ask y'all this. Come on, Tide fans, help me out. Who is it over here in the SEC that Dan Lannon hadn't beat yet? I can name you one because it's actually two. Yeah. I'm being honest with you. Kalen DeBoer beat him twice in 1 year. Kirby Smart beat him the first year he went to Oregon. He came there and smacked him. I'm telling y'all, don't let all that Oregon stuff fool you. And with you, Ephraim, and somehow Oregon always gets a pass because they're not taken serious when it gets to the next level. Y'all, I might be a little bit old school. My thought processes might be a little bit antiquated, but it is my opinion. I'm entitled to it. Good morning, OG Gill. I'm entitled to my opinion. Oregon is no better than a Penn State. They're no better than, let me name another one. They're no better than, on a good day, on a good day, I'm just going to leave it at Penn State. All this talk, all this potential, all this, that, and the third. And Oregon don't win. Now, somebody show me where I done told a lie. Okay, watch this. Oregon and Alabama got something in common. I'm going to show you what it is. Oregon can beat Ohio State because they've done it a couple of times. Alabama can beat Georgia. They've done it a couple of times. I'm talking about recently now, but we haven't won the SEC championship. Oh, they've been just for a year? Because we went the year before. So that's an unfair comparison. But the problem that I'm having is that we've won natties and Oregon has not. But yet Oregon is always this supposed elite team. So I'm telling y'all now, if Oregon don't win something, and I'm not just talking about a bowl game, I'm talking about a college football playoff game, be there for the next level, and even if you get put out, you're there. I'm telling y'all now, if something don't shake, I'm going to tell you this, Lannon is going to be on the hot seat out there in Eugene. Hold up, the governor's talking. Yeah, and you know what? I honestly believe he is. I was reading in one of my magazines, and I got to go today and get my third one for steel and everything. I was reading in one of my magazines that Penn State governor this year really invested lots of money to the Penn State football collective in order for them to get the players that they needed. Now, if Penn State don't do it this time, I have the feeling Franklin's gonna burn on. He gonna burn on up, because you can't keep going like this, and you putting money into it, and there's no return. There's nothing coming out of it. Nothing coming out. I'm steadily pouring into you, and you're giving me nothing in return. And to me, Penn State has been doing it. I'm just saying now. So I'm telling y'all. So I'm going back to that Ryan Grubb thing. If Dan Lanning, now I'm not saying Grubb will go to Oregon. That's not what I'm saying. Nope, I'm not saying that. But I'm talking about hot seat. That hot seat is going to come from out there on some of those West Coast teams. Namely, I wasn't going to name them, but here we go. Namely Oregon, namely USC. Telling you. I said that from the jump. Good morning, Carla. Roll Tide. So, let me see. Somebody said something else. Oh, I don't believe in the hype of Penn State either. I don't believe in that hype. I am not drinking the Penn State Kool-Aid. I'm not, yeah. Do I think Kiffin will win a natty at Penn State? Oh, that's a good one. I don't know, Latoya. I don't know. What y'all think? Let's ask the chat. What y'all think? Do you all think that Kiffin will win a natty at Penn State? Just holler at me in the chat. Yeah. I don't know, Latoya. That's the question. Stephen Hicks said no. I don't know. Yeah, Lane Kiffin. Lane. Yeah, Governor Lane. Van said no. Okay. See, I ain't getting in that, Anitra. I'm oh God. Anyway, Van said no. Big Dog Gotta Eat said no. Zach and Thor said no. No. Lane, Dwight said, yeah, he could. Michelle said, no, Lane will stay in the SEC. And Latoya, that's where I was going in the more or less the line with JB and with Michelle. But the only thing I would differ with JB on, I believe, because if something that's where that teacher thing in me come out, because it's something I want to say. Pitt, I'm going to put it to you like this. To answer that AA, if the right coach comes up there, it'll be everything. Because do remember this now, they did win under Joe Paterno. They won a couple of natties under Paterno. They won a couple of natties under Paterno. There it is. That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say right there. Right there. Right there. That's what I was gonna say. If either he goes to the NFL or if he retires early, your next coach at Bama would be Lane Kiffin. I call that. I'm with that. I see this JB and all that good stuff. I see that. But if that Bama job comes open, it's Lane Kiffin's to lose. Now, and a lot, I'm just saying now. I'm just saying. Now, I don't look for DeBoer to go to the NFL. I don't think he's an NFL guy. I don't think he's an NFL guy. He's that's not him. I don't think he's that guy. But if a situation came up though, and it took Coach Kalen DeBoer away from Alabama, then I believe the Lane train would be in full effect in Tuscaloosa. Do I really want Lane at Bama? It wouldn't matter to me. Lane has history. Lane was good under Coach Saban. Lane is actually a good coach, but I believe that if he was in a place like Bama, things would be just a little bit different and everything. It all depend on it. It'll depend. I don't know, but do I really want it? I wouldn't mind it. But now that we have Coach DeBoer, I'm ready to see. What's up, son? I'm ready to see what Coach DeBoer can do this go round. What's up, Jamal? There's my son, Jamal. Oh, gosh. Okay. All right. Okay. You just worry about this year, Jamal. Sam Black. You just worry about this year. And you just remember. Dad told you. You know what I really want to say. You know. You know what? I'm going to say this, though, Double A, and I understand. But you also have to remember, he has reconciled with his wife. So they might. Now, who's gotten a raw deal is this dude here, Jeremy Pruitt. That's who's gotten a raw deal. That's just my opinion. Yeah, all that other stuff happened, but I think it's more to it than meets the eye. And I don't think a lot of that was just Pruitt. Now I'll put it to you this way. When he was under Saban, we had a defense like none other. And anyway, ain't no sense in talking about that because Coach Saban is gone. He's not coming back. So that's how all that's going. Let me just leave that alone. Now, me personally, I kind of thought that was going to happen too, Gil. I kind of thought that was going to happen too. I thought that Lane would that they would go after Lane. But when I saw how things was going and everything, the moment this Coach Saban announced his retirement and everything, and I saw how things were going, and he told the 72 hours. So I said, got to be careful with that media thing. so forth and so on. You got to watch that. But I'm just telling y'all, I thought Lane was going to be the dude. I really did. And when they announced of who it was and everything, and then my nephew told me, he said, Uncle Wendell, y'all's passing attack is really going to take off now. He said, y'all got the coach from Washington. I said, Washington? I said, Michael Penix. He said, yeah. He said, the dude can coach. Go back and look at some of them games. That's why I said he beat Dan Lanning twice. No, we Now I'm telling you now, but I thought that too, OG Gill. No. Now, if this happened right here, now I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna say this now. Let me just ask y'all a question. Y'all remember what I said if Bama had chose Dabo Swinney as the coach? What did I tell y'all I was gonna do? Consider that right there. All right. Van said, my problem with Lane is I feel like he is his own worst enemy. He sets his team up for failure. He wants to be the star instead of the coach. It feels like a theater to him. Okay. That's part of that California thing, Van, that has never, ever left him. When I wear this hat right here, when I wear this cap right here sometimes, it make me feel like I'm getting ready anyway. I understand, Van, but I don't think that he intends for it to be that way. I tend to think he overthinks stuff. He overthinks stuff. He gets caught up into the hype of stuff and everything, but that was then. I think this is a much more mature Lane Kiffin now. And if you were watching SEC Media Day, you could tell it because he just lost his mom and everything. And I know people handle death differently and everything, but this has caused Lane to handle life a lot different, even as it relates to his coaching style and everything. Those things that were once important to him are no longer important. He's finally, he's finally got it together. But Big Dog got to eat. You speaking from a Tennessee perspective, and I understand that. I got that. But I already told you, F. Yeah, and he lost his dad too, Michelle. See, so these things have grown Lane. Lane, if you sit down and listen to him, even at the SEC Media Day, I'm gonna be honest with you, he didn't even talk the same. He really didn't. Now, he had a little light thing going on with Feinbaum because now he understands the fact that he's going to be that coach that Feinbaum is going to have to really answer to. That Feinbaum is going to that Lane is going to be giving Feinbaum the business. You see what I'm saying? About like what Saban used to. That's where it's heading to. So until some changes come, like what JB said earlier, Lane will be at Ole Miss because Ole Miss is the place of reconciliation for Lane right about now. And so those things are important to him right now. But you better best believe that if that Bama job ever becomes open, Lane Kiffin coming. I'm just being honest with you. I understand which way I understand which way you coming from, Big Dog. But whatever happened to Tennessee, that's been happening at Tennessee. And finally, somebody bought some stuff to a head. But I'm just saying now, Lane is a different Lane right about. Lane Kiffin is a different Lane Kiffin. I was listening to him, and I was very impressed with it. But it just wasn't. It just wasn't in the quote unquote in the proverbial cards for him to come to Bama. You know. Yeah. 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 I hear you, 5-star. I believe that Lane is cut out to call the shots now. Life has a way of taking you through some stuff, and either you learn from it or you don't. Look at Sarkisian. Look at Sark. I don't think so, Big Dog. I don't think so. I don't think Lane. First of all, now I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I don't think the NFL is because of where it used to be, and then Lane's dad is not there anymore either. It's not where it used to be. I don't think Lane would go there. Lane is doing his best coaching job right now in college. Right now at Ole Miss, he's doing one hell of a job just making that happen and holding Ole Miss in the road. He's doing good. So I believe college is where it would be for him. I don't think he would leave college to go to the NFL to coach a bunch of grown men that you can't really pour nothing into them. But what's up, Jeff? I ain't mean not to speak, brother. Good morning, Roll Tide. But I'm just saying now, this is a different Lane Kiffin. But I do believe now that if the Bama job became open, either Coach DeBoer went to another team, or what's up, Moon Rocker? Or if I got a question to ask y'all. Y'all remind me to ask the question. If Coach DeBoer left the job for the NFL or for retirement, I believe that the next coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide would be Lane Kiffin. I believe that. And I believe it will be a good hire. But Latoya's told me to say something. So here we go. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to let me get my my button here. There is a coach that's going to be on the hot seat here in a minute. He's going to be on the hot seat. And if he don't win that ball game on August the 29th, the coach that I'm referring to is Hugh Hefner Freeze. Now, I'm telling y'all now, there's gonna get some rumbling over there. It's gonna be some rumbling over there, Latoya. And if that job becomes open, y'all watch see what happens. Y'all watch and see what happens. Yep. Y'all watch and see what happens. Yep. It's gonna be some moving and shaking for real then. And maybe then that's when you will see a change in Auburn. So I'm just saying. But for now, it is what it is. But that's gonna be that. I ain't telling you to watch Auburn because I could care less. But I'm just talking about the possibilities. But for Alabama, Coach DeBoer is it. Coach DeBoer is the man. I'm with 5-star. I'm with Van. I have a lot of faith in DeBoer. He's proven himself everywhere he's been. Saban is the greatest to do it, but he even made bad coaching hires and decisions the last 3 years. Some of those, and can I tell you something though, Van? Some of that wasn't just bad coaching decisions. Some of that had to deal with the fact that a lot of folks did not want to work with Coach Saban. He had to pick somebody. I heard, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell y'all the craziest thing I heard yesterday. You're going to like this, Governor. You're going to like this, Governor. Somebody was on Tide 100.9 yesterday on one of the shows. Matter of fact, it was on the Ryan Fowler show. This certain caller talked about Tommy Rees, all right? And talked about how Tommy Rees, I want to get it right, insinuating that Tommy Rees was this awesome play caller. Like, what? Are you kidding me? And that Tyler Buckner, come on, where's the governor? Tyler Buckner, I like when the governor doesn't call him the football player. Governor calls him the something else. Anyway, I'm gonna wait till he puts it in the chat. But this guy was implying that Tommy Rees was this awesome play caller, the awesome offensive coordinator, and this, that, and the third. And because he went to the pros and this, that, and the third, that was a step up. The lacrosse player, Latoya beat him to it. Yeah. And so this dude has forgotten that when Tyler Buckner came on and threw his first pass to whomever it was a bounce pass. He didn't complete anything. He was a lacrosse player playing basketball. Yeah. And that's what you thought. And see, and that's what I'm talking about right there, Van, is that Coach Saban was stuck with that. But I got some more news for you. I'm also of the firm persuasion that, hold up. Okay, thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff. I'll put that up there. I'm also of the firm persuasion that Tommy Rees came in thinking that he was going to be the next head coach for Alabama. That's what I thought. Yep. If this dude don't produce in this year better, he's on the hot seat. So Lannon, Lincoln Riley, Hugh Hefner Freeze, and Brian Kelly, be careful. Yeah. And there it is. And when he left Oklahoma, Van, he left Oklahoma and went to USC in hopes of playing in a hopes of a revived Pac-12 as it used to be, and trying to make it the USC, the Trojans, the men of Troy, the way that they used to be, not knowing that you jumped out of the frying pan of Oklahoma, because at that time they were in the Big 12, and then when they signed to go into the SEC, Lincoln Riley didn't want that. He went out there only for USC to pull the rug from up under him and sign with the Big Ten. He was in a no-win situation. Yeah. I believe that, Latoya. Now, I'm telling you, I believe that he thought he was going to be the next head coach, because I believe that Coach Saban had been pondering retirement. I believe that he had. and he thought he could come in and shoot a shot. Got knocked down. Oh, no. Lincoln Riley didn't want that smoke. Lincoln Riley don't want the smoke now. He doesn't want the smoke now. He wishes that he could get USC back to where they were. But it took elite players to do that. Look, I know a lot of us, we love Reggie Bush, but let me take you back away. There were some guys from back in the Gap. Reggie Bush will even tell you that USC has some players. USC laid a foundation of players that Reggie Bush, Now, I ain't taking nothing from Bush. He was good in his time. Nobody could compare to Reggie Bush in his time. But USC had a long list of players before Bush got there. Those guys were awesome. And that's what Lincoln Riley is trying to build upon. But I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Those days are over. Those days are over. Just saying now. And so Lincoln Riley didn't want that smoke, then move to Big Ten, and he is getting his uniform wrinkled again. Exactly. And he can't handle it. Yes. And that's why I'm going back to what Van was talking. I think it was Van was talking about bad hires and things like that, because Saban was hard to work for. But I will tell you this. But look at Sark, look at Lane, look at Kirby, look at Charles Huff, look at Jeremy Pruitt, look at some of these other guys that have. Now, Jeremy Pruitt wasn't as successful as those others, but Jeremy Pruitt went to a big-time program. All these guys worked up under Saban. But then the other part of that is, especially with Sark, Lane Kiffin, Mike Locksley, what's his name, coaches the New York Giants. All those guys, especially Sark and Lane, they were like second chance guys. They had been written off. And Coach Saban, I'm gonna call him Mr. Fix It. He fixed those dudes. He saw something in them to let them start coaching again. He the same grace that he extended the players, he extended the coaches too, to get them back into coaching, because they still had stuff to offer. That's what makes him the GOAT. Not just his coaching ability of players, but also his coaching ability of other coaches. And these guys are successful listening to him. And here's another thing. I would, and this was brought to my attention, and I said this a few weeks ago, but I'm going to say it again. I would that they would even use Coach Saban at Alabama as a financial consultant to these young men to show them what and what not to do with their money. Make that bad boy work for you. Everybody in that Alabama organization right now, when it's all said and done, if that money is spent correctly, if done correctly, nobody in there should be broke in the next 10 years. Nobody. But if you listen to Coach Saban, look at him. He's generating wealth coming and going. I'm just saying. Thank you, KT. What the business is. I'm just saying. You see a man doing something and you like it, join him. Don't hate on him. Join him. Coach Saban, look what he's doing with his money, and just broke ground for a $120 million facility, and then turns around Double A on the same day, somebody, I forgot who they said, donated $5 million to the cause. Now you tell me that, see, where you at, JB? Where you at, JB? See, that's what JB talking about. See, that's what 401k looks like. That's what it looks like right there. See, I ain't going there. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. Where JB already know. Y'all already know what the business fitting to be. I'll go there in a minute. I'll go there in a minute. See, that thank you, JB. It's a beautiful look. It's a beautiful look. Wait a minute. It's a beautiful look. Yeah, it looks beautiful. I almost cussed right there. Ain't no borrowing no money. Borrowing for what? What you borrowing for? Doggone right, it looks beautiful, JB. Yeah. Doggone right. Somebody come just up and donating $5 million because now, and you know, I hope that's what they're doing, that they're utilizing them more for what. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. He told Trent Richardson that his heart was too big and he needed to be more careful about his money. That ain't being frugal. That's being smart. I'm about to say something right here. Be careful being a giver. You have some limits being your giving because takers don't have any limits. I'm just saying now, a taker don't have no limit. What's up, Gary? I'm about to get off of here because I feel my preach about to happen. But takers don't have limits. Givers, if you a giver on here, have some limits in your giving. Yeah, man. I'm with you, Larry. Yeah, Ninja something else now. They ain't got no limits. But then get mad with you. Then get mad with you when you got limits on your giving. The devil is a lie. I'll go on and say, hell no, you ain't getting nothing from me. You ain't getting nothing from me. No. Roll Tide and rise up. What's up, bro? Roll Tide. I'm just saying. And I would that Alabama is using Coach Saban as more than just somebody to attract students to the University of Alabama. I hope and pray that they're using him to show young men, to show young ladies that's in these collectives and this and that and the third, what to do with your money. Rant over. I'm sorry, Double A, but that's just a sensitive spot with me because givers keep on giving. But these takers won't listen. These takers don't want a giver to come up with limits because a taker don't have no limits in what they take. And then a lot of these takers don't want to work for nothing. And then go want to check you because you checking them. Man, sit your end down. All right, I'm getting ready to get off of here. Because that gets my blood boiling. It gets my blood boiling because we got to be better. Yeah, folks take full advantage. And see, and that's why they're mad. People upset hollering about Saban was cheating and he was this, he was that, and he was the third. No. Yeah. The Poach Creek Indians donated. Y'all see what I'm saying? Yeah. $5 million. How dare you better yourself? Do better for yourself. Exactly. And then you get, and governor, and then they get mad with you because you're trying to better yourself. Man, better sit down somewhere. Sit your 2-cent self down before I make change. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you. I'm just saying. But you've got the best example. He ain't the GOAT for he's the GOAT for a reason. He's the GOAT for a reason. And here's a man, and steadily, y'all, steadily. That's all I'm saying. I see that right there, JB. My doors aren't your doors. Okay? That's it. My doors aren't yours. Your doors aren't mine. But it's bad when I have a door and you asking to come in my door and then want to close my own door on me. Man, you better sit. Man, you better sit down. Because I'm watching your patterns. See, money is people. Anyway, y'all. I just want all those athletes there to utilize Coach Saban as a resource for information. That's what I want. And then you could get out there and do your thing on the field, on the court, as well as in the classroom with no pressure on you. Because everybody got a darn story, but they wanted to, no. And then gonna go try to tell me what the Bible said. The Bible also said a man that don't work shouldn't eat. Now you want to tell me something what the Bible said? I'm gonna tell you that part. If you ain't got no job, then go get one. That's what you do. See, deliver me from that. I'm just saying now, So I'm living proof. You got it. Come on, Stephen. And winning settles it all. And I'm gonna get back to Alabama in just a minute. But I got to get on life in just a second because I'm gonna tell you something. I'm sick of able-bodied folks with a disabled mind, with a disabled mindset. Won't go to work, mine ain't working, and then you want to portray like you all that and you ain't about nothing. Come on now. I'm just saying now. And that's where we are now. So I want the players, I'm with you, Jeff, get all your stuff settled so you can handle your business on the field. Part of the reason I think some of them couldn't play the game like they need to, Stephen, is because their minds are all over the darn place. I'm just saying. Got folks out there with your hand out, man. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, America. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, America. Won't stand in line for a job. Wait a minute. How in the world you won't stand in line for a job, but you will stand in line for a handout, but you also show up at a football game that costs more money than what? Okay, I got you. You better get your priorities right. So all I'm saying is, I just want them to use Coach Saban. AA, thank you for that. You sent me that information. I want them to use Coach Saban for more than just saying he's the GOAT of coaching. I want them to use him as a financial consultant and show these guys so they can show them how to maneuver in life, and they can have just as much. It might not be a Mercedes car dealership and all that kind of stuff, but whatever it is that you feel like that you're trying to do, I'm just saying, take your money and make it work for you, and quit listening to all these no good folks on the come up all the time. Now, if it hurts your feelings, then go do something about it. Stephen Hicks said it best about a month or two back. You feel disrespected, then do something about it. Now, rant over. Now, you feel disrespected. So let me give this last prophecy. I prophesy to the jobless. That if you apply for a job, thou shalt get it. If you need this money and you apply for the job, within 2 weeks of you applying for the job and getting the job, 2 weeks, 3 weeks max, money will come in your possession. Do what's right. Do what's right by your money, and you can keep your money. Pay your bills. Pay yourself. Do what's right by your family. Not necessarily in the order I just gave it, but do what's right. And I'm telling you, things positively will happen for you. Now, I believe Coach Saban to tell you that part too. I'm just saying now, I ain't no prophet, but I got good common sense. Got good common sense. Oh, y'all, we finna go. Susan is here. You know, I'm looking at, I was watching the game last night, and some of the players, good morning, Susan, Roll Tide. Some of the players wasn't even playing. They had on chains bigger than their neck. Like, really? Like, for what? For what? What's this all about? You know, I'm just saying. So just good morning, Carla Hen. Roll Tide. Roll Tide. It's just, but anyway, but I just hope they use the Coach Saban for that. And I hope those guys, those girls benefit, that they benefit from it. And say, I learned this from Coach Nick Saban. I learned this from Coach Nick Saban. Now back to the business at hand. Let me tell you something. In 20, okay, Stephen, how many days is it, Latoya, Stephen, Latoya, anybody? Is it 22? Is it 22 days? Somebody help me out. 22 days, 22 days. The chat is jumping like, it's jumping, man. It's jumping like I'm going fishing at it. 22 days. Thank you, Kimberly. 22 days. We coming, see, I know it. 22 days, Stephen. We are rolling into Tallahassee. It's a flood. I'm telling you now, storm warning. It's a storm warning. I don't know, big dog. I'm going to put it to you like this. Syracuse ain't going to be no joke player. I'm going to tell you now. That's going to be a good game. The ultimate game to watch is really going to be Alabama and Florida State. We got that part. But that Syracuse-Tennessee game, that Auburn-Baylor game, Ohio State-Texas, you're going to have Notre Dame and Miami. You're going to there are going to be some good games in 21, 22 days. So I'm going to say this for all you lovebirds on here, that you trying to get married and you want Piano Man to attend your wedding or your wedding announcement, engagement announcement, and everything. You got from now until August 21st to invite Piano Man to make his appearance. If you want me to perform your wedding, all that kind of stuff and everything, you got from now until August the 21st, 5 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time and everything. And you know, because at 5:01, all paraphernalia of ministerial proportion will be going in a vault, in a safe, locked, and on a time lock too, and everything until February the 9th of 2026. Don't ask me, do I do bye weeks? No, I do not perform during bye weeks either. Why? Because it's still football season, and I will be watching. Even if it's not my beloved Alabama Crimson Tide, I will not be watching. So don't invite me. Don't ask me to come. I ain't coming. Okay? So I'm just letting you know. So Gil, OG Gil, have you and your loved one, have y'all made your mind up yet? Because the time is ticking. The time is ticking. Let me see. I got 13 days. 13 days, Gil, on that issue. So, I just need that. You got me there, Kimberly. Thank you. Kimberly keeping up, Kimberly's gonna be the secretary, so tell Kimberly. So to tell, so she can tell her brother, you got to be in a certain place on everything. But but she gonna let you know that on August the 21st, that's on a Thursday, and Double A, I saw your question. I'm gonna tell you in just a minute. I saw your question, and wait a minute, let me go back up. August the 21st on a Thursday, 5:01. All that's going in a safe and won't be open until February the 9th. God bless you and thank you for your support, in the words of Bartles and James. Yes, thank you for your support. Now, Piano Man, what's on the grill for August the 30th? You name it, it's going to be on it. It's going to be on it. We're going to have some chicken. We're going to have some chicken. I'm going to have some ribs. I'm going to have some sausages. Listen, y'all. Listen. I got to make this run over to Natchez, Mississippi, at Pack Bach Meats. I've got to get this garlic sausage. It's hot garlic sausage, whatever. I'm going over there. Oh, yes, I am. I'm going over there and get me a box of that. Double A, I'm putting that on the grill, and that's going to be all she wrote. I'm telling y'all, on the grill on that, because Alabama doesn't play until 2:30 our time, okay? But I'm going to be on the grill, just trying to make it happen. I'm going to be nagging my schedule so I can be on here some and all that kind of stuff. We still going to all be communicating and this, that, and the third, but I'm going to be on the grill. And even if, and see, I got a camera. JB, you're going to like this. I got a camera, which I purchased. It's a digital. What you talking about, Susan? Don't forget the sugar. So tread lightly. You talking about? Oh yeah, Kimberly. You know it. There's gonna be some mac and cheese in there somewhere. That's right. Homemade baked bean. Woo. My. I'm just saying. Okay, Dwight, let me know. Because it's a couple of us said we all gonna kind of meet and everything, just kind of meet up and meet each other at that ULM game. So if you good, just come on through, man, and we're gonna make that happen. But I'm just saying, but that's how that menu's going there, Double A. That's how that menu going. And I'm, I'm gonna try to give me a Bama cake, man. Water, Double A, water. Water is going to be in my cup. I'm turning over a new leaf. Water. No more toddies. None for me no more. Not after the other night. No, ma'am. I just going to the doctor and get a shot. That broke me up from that, man. No more. That's right. So water for me. Mm-hmm. No purple stuff. Wet water. Yeah, me too. But you know what though, big dog? But you know what though? I'm gonna say this and get ready to get out of here for about the fourth time. I'm gonna say this. We do, Kimberly. He said, realistically, I believe Bama's gonna be the best team in the SEC this year, and we'll beat my Vols. I don't think my Vols are overlooked. The Vols are gonna, and I've kind of been saying that, is that don't sleep on Tennessee. Don't write them off. Because I'm telling you now, if y'all beat Georgia on that third game, big dog, I'm telling you now, that's gonna be an attitude change of confidence with Tennessee. And Tennessee gonna be hard to beat. But everybody, people gonna have a hard time beating them. So don't sleep on Tennessee. Oh, I understand. I understand, but KB got it. He understands that too. But I'm telling you now. But if y'all beat Georgia, see, I've already said that Georgia game for Tennessee, Georgia, watch that game. Bama FSU in week 1, but also I've also said Auburn Baylor week 1, Texas Ohio State week 1, Miami Notre Dame week 1, Virginia Tech and South Carolina week 1. You've got some pretty good games in week 1. But week 2, I'm telling you now, the game to watch is going to be Michigan and Oklahoma. Watch that game in week 2. Pay attention. Pay attention to that game. It's going to be some games early that's going to bear, have some real relevance on how the SEC, well, not really about the SEC, but how the college playoffs could shape up. Because I'm going to tell y'all now, Oklahoma might be a sleeper team. Better watch them. They're going to be solid on both ends of the ball. They're going to be solid. Just might be the sleeper team this year. Oklahoma could be one of those teams that'll sneak up and beat folks, lose a game here or there, and sneak up and beat somebody that's really supposed to beat. Yeah, Oklahoma going to be all right. Yeah, Oklahoma going to be better than they were last year. So that's just how that's going. Double A about that LSU game. The first game, and they're playing Clemson, it's going to say a lot about how that's going to end up. I'm telling you now, Clemson, if you will, Clemson is going to be one of those teams this year. Now, couple of folks think Clemson is going to be going to be playing for the national championship. I don't think so. I don't think so, because they're going to be dominant in the ACC, because the ACC is really down this year. Yeah. And so that's what's going to happen there. So it's going to be wait and see, folks. We can all talk and we can do this and do that in the third, but the realistic side of things is we all hope that our favorite teams really show up to play. But the SEC has a gauntlet of a schedule. Alabama's schedule is not really that easy, because, like what Big Dog said right here, let me put it in chat. Put it on the screen. Here we go. There's a lot of 8-4 to 9-3 teams that are actually good. They're going to be actually good. And so, excuse me. So especially in the SEC, it's gonna be some happenings over there that's gonna rip. Piano Man, what you got? LSU has way too much pride. You're not going to keep them down. No, but I'm going to say this. I'm going to put it to you this way. LSU has a lot of pride. And I don't wish this on anybody, but they better hope that Garrett Nussmeier doesn't get hurt. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Yeah. I'm just saying now, because their O-line is weak. Their O-line is not experienced. You're gonna have all that other stuff around you, and they're gonna have a good defense. But if their offense doesn't match the energy of their defense and keep the defense out on the field too long, then you're gonna see what's gonna happen. I don't give a hoot how good Harold Perkins is. Can't keep it. You're human. You can only stay out there for so long. They're gonna have to learn LSU's gonna have to get on offense. They're going to get some sustained drives, because if a good defense comes up in there and shuts them down and keeps LSU's defense on the field, that's going to begin to tire them out. Then that becomes a mental thing. Yes, the body will get tired, but the mind is going to be there. The stamina is going to have to be there. So I'm just saying. But I don't want to see, Steven, I don't want to see no other team win either, but I'm just being realistic about it. Is that it's going to be a grueling year. For us, it's going to begin in game one. For Bama, it's going to begin in game one. I'm telling you now, Florida State is going to play us tough for a while. But if Bama goes in there, yeah, Jeff, I'll agree with you. But if Bama goes in there, handles business quickly, it's going to be short work. Go in there and put a few points on them early in the game, break their will, it's going to be okay. But Bama can't let. But once you get the lead on them, Bama can't let up. You have to keep it moving. You have to keep it moving. Now, LSU got a Kelly problem. LSU has had a Kelly problem. They never should have hired him. I'm not even an LSU fan, but I was wondering what were they thinking when they got Brian Kelly. And then the next little bit after that, little time goes by. Then when the Michigan stuff starts coming out and Harbaugh is on the hot seat, if you will, then the first thing the media starts suggesting, and I don't know how it got out or who put it out there, but they were trying to say that Kelly was going to go to Michigan and coach. Yep. Oh yeah, Jeff. When Jam breaks Florida State's defense down, see people forgetting we're going to have a running game, and I think we're going to have a bona fide running game. We're going to have a bona fide running game. So I'm just saying. Anyway, y'all. I want to come. Okay, as you all know, we have Keeping It a Buck tonight. I was going to. I'm going to have to let you know, KB will not be there tonight. He's going to a ball game, and I don't blame him, because if I had a chance to go, I'll probably be there with him and his family, enjoying it too. But he deserves it and everything. Thank you, Dwight, for bringing that up. I am looking forward to this. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I do have a wedding tomorrow to play for. Dwight, what? Oh, it's tomorrow morning. Okay. Tell you what. Y'all just be on the listen out. I have a wedding tomorrow afternoon to play for and everything. But if the scrimmage is over before I go to the wedding, I may come in for a quick minute and try to give a recap on the scrimmage and everything. We're going to see exactly what they're going to what's coming out of it. We're going to be looking for injuries, things like that. I've told you all before that the key factors, if I had to give my 6 factors for 3 on offense, 3 on defense. On the offense, what did I tell you? Number 3, O-line. Number 2, Ryan Grubb. Number 1, injuries. On the defense, the key, the X factors are Kane Womack, number 3. The D-line, number 2. injuries, number one. So when I put it all together, who's the number one X factor? Injuries. Injuries. Injuries are the number one X factor. They're the number one X factor. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for who made plays. That's going to take care of itself. This, that, and the third. Because remember, you're scrimmaging against your own team. I'm not worried about who's making plays, this, that, and the third. Here, Piano Man, one more time. I'm not worried about who's making plays against each other. I'm worried about who's coming up lane when a play is over. Just saying now. So we'll hop back on here. Just be on the listen out and everything. I'll be back on here for a little while this evening. I will probably come back on here around 5 for Keeping It a Buck. I'm going to come on a little early because I do want to watch the football game myself. And so I'm going to come on a little early and watch with Keeping It a Buck a little early. We just come in, just talk a little bit about like what we're doing now. And hopefully everybody else can come on and everything. And thank you for your time. We got up to 30-something in the chat. We still have 20-something more left. And I'm thankful for that. I'm grateful for that. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you're listening, looking, and lurking, and you never subscribed to The Long Run with Piano Man, please do so. I don't know how many subscribers I have. I really don't check it every day. But last I did check was at 291. I'm thankful and everything. Miro did okay, AA. He did okay. He did okay. You know, nothing to write home about. But I tell you what I did like. He was able to throw on the run. He threw and completed a pass on the run. And so I like that, you know. So that was pretty cool. So, but anyway, I want to get us to I want to try to get to 300 before next week, if at all possible. If not, it's no big deal. But I'm just trying to really, thrive on YouTube and everything. So just help a brother out, and all those others that I subscribe to. Oh, thankful last night for Icebox coming by on last night and all that good stuff, and that was pretty cool. We talked for a minute. And but we're gonna be on dirt road. We're gonna be on dirt road, Bigfoot dirt road. How that goes, dirt. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Bama Damn Sport, all that good stuff. But Icebox, him, and we're gonna have a good time and everything. As soon as I find out when that is, I want everybody to come on over. And let's have a good time together with Icebox and that crew over there. Dirt road trucking. Yeah. Dirt road trucking. Okay, that'll work. But I like that Bigfoot part that's in there and everything. And I'm ready to get on that show. I want to see what that's all about. Good morning. There's my oldest son, Jonathan, who's graced us with his presence. Good morning, Jonathan. Y'all tell my youngest son, Jeremy, my youngest son, Jamal, was on here. That's Sam Black. And now my oldest son, Jonathan, is on here and everything. Y'all say good morning to my oldest. That's Jonathan. Jonathan is a bona fide Tide lover. He loves Alabama. So he's one of the good guys. Jamal, on the other hand, that's Oregon. So, we love him, but, I love my children, but anyway. Yeah, dirt road book Bigfoot. That's it. Yeah, he is a Bigfoot chaser. I'm anxious to see how this goes. And, because I asked him about conspiracy theories. So good to see you. Yeah, Jonathan, Dad, getting ready to get up out of here because I got to go eat. Lord help Jamal. Don't get him started. He's another JB. He calls it like he see it. He just calls it like he see it. Keeping it a book. So anyway, but I will see you all this evening on Keeping It a Buck. I'm coming on at 5 Central, 5 o'clock this evening. I'm not going to be on there that long. I just want to keep our show going and everything. And we know that it's at that time of the year where things are going and things are going for both of us and everything. I'll be glad to. I'll be glad to. I'll put it to you this way. If you've ever watched the movie Wrong Turn, that'll tell you everything you need to know. That'll tell you everything you need to know. Don't do it, Chewy. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yes, ma'am. So yeah, but I'm gonna tell you what. I love my West Virginia day, but man, it's certain places, certain spaces. That's all Piano Man gonna say. Certain places in certain spaces, or certain spaces in certain places. And that's all I'm gonna say. Yes, God. Well, anyway, everybody, you have a great day. Continue to do good, be good. In the words of my pastor, Bishop Kenneth Preston, stay focused, drive, and go forward. To all my content creators, podcasters everywhere, listen, don't be jealous of anybody else. Kitchen big enough for everybody to cook in, and everybody can eat. So do your thing, man. And however God gives it to you, do it. Because remember, we can do all things through Christ that gives us strength. And just remember, I'm no expert. I just know what I'm talking about. So with that being said, I want everybody to have a great day. I may not see you personally today or tomorrow. I'm going to see you in the long run, right? Right. So in the meantime, till this evening, 5 o'clock, forget those trees. Be Sharp wasn't here to, one day Be Sharp is going to be able to put the little picture. He's going to be able to do that from wherever he is, or put it on my channel with Harvey Updike on there, all that. Forget those trees and the hedges and all of the other Bama haters and opponents and everything. And just remember, I hadn't said this all week, but yes, disrespect will be addressed. FSU, your first. Buster, your job awaits. 3-Stroke Charlie, well, you already know. And Billy, you still too short to play basketball. And one of these days, somebody's going to ask me about where did Billy and too short to play basketball come from. I don't have time to tell you about it now, but one day I will and everything. That's another movie that I want to tell y'all to watch, okay? So anyway, have a great day, everybody. God bless. Roll Tide. I'll see you this evening at 5 p.m. Peace.